listen, I just wanted to get on here, and talk about this for a second. There's people out there in the world that's going to do you wrong, that's going to cheat you. I've been messed up out of business plenty of times. I've been hurt by people. I'm sure I did my fair share of hurting, in the process of me growing to who I am today. So I'm not just pointing a finger at everybody else. But it's just crazy to me, man, how it's like a talent these days to be a decent person, to be a good individual. I'm not saying to be perfect, but it's so rare to find loyalty. It's so rare to find, just good people, that don't try to take advantage of people, don't try to do people wrong, and I'm going through something right now where I trusted somebody in a situation, and that person did me dirty, just to be real with you. And, the human side of me wants to handle it in a human way. But, I got to practice what I preach. And I know that, when you mess with somebody that has their faith in God, I always say the greatest revenge is no revenge. The greatest revenge is not looking back. Because when you retaliate, when you give people your energy, when you try to give them the pain that they're giving you, what ends up happening is that they end up controlling your life. It's like a bait. It's like a mousetrap, right? It's like your retaliation's in that mousetrap, and you go down there and you get that retaliation, and then you end up getting hurt yourself. So never pay anybody back. The best way to pay somebody back is not looking back, is to move on with your life. Because if you're sitting there trying to get people back, if you're sitting there, trying to get revenge on somebody, they're controlling your life. And the worst way to live life is allowing somebody that's not a part of your life to keep controlling your life. Allowing somebody that needs to be a part of your past still staying a part of your future, even though they're not presently there, they're emotionally there. I want you to understand that. And so I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's tough not to want to pay somebody back, not to want to give the pain that they gave you. But when you give the pain that they gave you, all that you do is become the pain that they gave you. Realize that all you do is become the thing that you hated from that person. And they turn you into a person you're not supposed to be. So anybody that's ever hurt you or wronged you, I know the human side of you wants to get them back, wants to make them feel that same pain. But you got to realize, you got to stay focused that life will handle that. I always say, whether you say karma, I believe it's God. I feel like God protects his children. God will handle that down the road. And you got to focus on just controlling what you can control, man. You got to focus on that. So many times we try to live outside of what we can control, and we try to control other people and do things like that, man. Focus on you. You can't control what people say about you. You can't control how people feel about you, but you can control how you feel about yourself. You can't control what you do with your life. And a lot of times, man, people try to trick you out your platform. People try to trick you out your position. People try to get you off track. Nobody owes us loyalty, but people should give the loyalty in return that you give them. And if they can't, I feel like that person shouldn't be a part of your life. That's just real, and that's just facts. And so don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people walk all over you, but also don't let people pull you down to their level. Don't let people bring you to a place that you're not supposed to be. Don't let people stop your progression, right? Don't let people make you look like a fool. It's like in sports, right? Our coach always tells us not to do something back. I remember when I was in high school, and we was in a high school playoff game. We was kicking his team's butt. I mean, we was whooping them. And this kid spit in my face, literally spit in my face. And as a man, I was a young man at that time. Plus, I was hot-headed. I pushed him back. I got in his face. I wanted to box him. He was done. They were out the playoffs. But you know what happened? I ended up getting a technical foul. I ended up getting ejected out the game. Now, I almost got suspended for the next game, but they went on the tape and they saw that he spit in my face. The point is that it's always the second person that gets it the worst, right? So you got to let God handle people. You got to let God give you a revenge, quote unquote. You got to let God handle them, because they got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? They got to live with not doing people right. They got to live with not being a good person. You know what I'm saying? And that's a hard thing to live with. And so I want to tell you, like I said before, don't let people control you. Don't let people pull you out of character. I know sometimes it's harder. Easier said than done. Trust me, I'm going through it right now. But at the same time, I got to focus on what I can focus on. I know God is going to bless me regardless. I know God is going to bless me for doing the right thing. I know God is going to bless me for staying focused on where he wants me to go. And you got to do the same thing, all right? I want to tell you guys to make the world respect your greatness. Keep moving forward. And just keep being the best you. Some people don't want to see you be the best you, right? It's like I said in sports. When somebody's losing, they want you to lose too. Maybe not on the scoreboard, but they want to fight you. They want to do something to get you out your character. They want to make you look like a fool. They want to get you ejected out the game. And it's the same thing in life, man. When you winning for real, and you doing things with your life, like you making the world respect your greatness, like you still surviving without that person when they say you weren't going to be nothing without them, when people walked away and you still moving forward with your life, you still making it happen with your life. When you doing that, people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what they tried to do to you might have affected you, but it didn't stop you, right? Might have slowed you down a bit, but it didn't stop you. right? You got the armor of God around you. So when they shoot them shots, it's just bouncing off, right? You got that bulletproof around you. You're in that bulletproof vehicle just riding around. They shooting their shots at you, but it's just bouncing off, and people don't like that. When people can't pull you out of character, when people can't stop you with their comments, with their negativity and their hate, they don't like that. And they just try to go harder to pull you down. They try to do crazy things, right? So at the end of the day, don't let people stop your progress. Do not let people take your positive energy, man. Do not let people get you out of character. And do not let people mess up your spirit. You know, do not let people frustrate you. Do not let people cause you to worry. God doesn't give us a spirit of worry, right? He says tomorrow has its own worries, right? Worry about nothing today. Even if you can't control the situation, don't worry about it. Trust me, it's something right now that I really want to control because it's not right. And this person is not right. But at the end of the day, I know that I only can control what I can control. And I'll let life handle that situation. I'll let life handle that situation. And I've been here before. It's been multiple times throughout my career, rehab time, where I've been screwed over, just to be real with you. From people close to me, from people who so-called have my best interest, right? I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people don't have your best interests in mind. There might be a few that's close to you. That's why I say keep your circle small. But a lot of people don't have your best interest. They have their best interest. And what they'll do is they'll sell you on the fact that they have your best interest. They'll sell you those dreams. They'll sell you that potential that they see in you. They will sell you that idea. They will sell you that platform. And they'll tell you that they have your best interest in mind. They will tell you that they want you to win. The only reason that most people tell you that is because they have their best interest in mind. They see something in your life that they can benefit off of. All right, so don't be used. I'm not saying that you have to let people walk all over you or anything like that, but don't be used. And when I say don't be used, that doesn't mean you have to be ignorant. That doesn't mean you have to try to fight negativity with negativity. It's about not allowing people to walk all over you. Loyalty is rare, like straight up. Loyalty is rare. And when you realize that, when you understand that, you will start to see people in a different light, you know? And I've seen signs plenty of times that I ignored because I tried to see the goodness in people. I tried to give people a chance, but don't ignore the signs that are showing you. If somebody's showing you ways that are unstable, if somebody's showing you ways that are crooked, if somebody's showing you ways before that aren't right, don't ignore those things. All right, don't overlook those things because you think you can change them or that you see that they do something good every once in a while. I'm not saying that you have to give up on people, but I'm saying don't put yourself in a position to be used. Don't put yourself in a position to be taken advantage of. And if you are in that position, if you have been taken advantage of, don't allow that to happen again. Protect your life, protect your heart, protect who you are, all right? Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna care about you like you care about you. Don't let people in this world sell you dreams and sell you everything that you wanna hear. They throw the bait at you that they want you to bite. All the beautiful things they sell you, the presentation and how they want to be a part of what you do and they believe in what you do and all this other stuff. And then once they get what they want, you don't hear from them. Once they get what they want, they become distant. Once they get what they want, all those things, all that loyalty stops because the benefits have ended. They've already used you. All right. So protect your life, keep moving forward with your life, and don't let anybody stop your life. You know, I talk about the word purpose. And like I said, purpose, I feel like it's not something you search for. Purpose is you. It's not about what you do. Purpose is about who you are. And when you realize that your purpose, you can implement who you are. Because I feel like purpose is your uniqueness. That's who you are. That's something that other people don't have in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're not you. And so I feel like whether it's at the job, whether it's walking through the airport, whether it's going to the grocery store, you can always implement a purpose in helping somebody with your life. You can say hello, you can smile, you can, you know, reach out to somebody. Loyalty is rare. It's crazy how you can be there for everybody, but when you need somebody, nobody seems to be there. And I don't want to make it seem like I have nobody that's there for me, because I do have a few. But, you know, it's rare that I get people to hit me up and say, how are you doing? Like, what have you, like, you good? You know, you need anything? Like, that's rare, you know, and I get it. I know my position, but that's very rare. You know, I don't have a lot of people that check on me. Usually when people hit me up, it's because they need something, they want something. And I'm okay with that because I understand my position, but it's rare. And that's something we always can control. So I want to challenge you, like, hit somebody up. Talk to somebody that you haven't talked to in a while and just hit them up and ask them, are they good, man? Or, you know, you never know what people are going through. Like right now, I'll be for real with you. Like my life is overwhelmed, you know, straight up. I'm going through a lot of anxiety stuff right now just because I got to travel. I got to do so much stuff. I have a book that's about to be do so much stuff. And how I get out of that mindset is having conversations with some of my close friends. It's It's understanding that this is a blessing. I go through these things and I talk about these things with you. I'm not a person that's selling you success and telling you that there's no struggle in it or anything like that. Like, I'm a person that's with you. I'm like the person, you know, if you ever worked out before or ran before, you know, like there's a person in there that's like killing it. And I've always been a person like that motivates me, but not really. Like, cool, they're there. What motivates me is seeing a person that's like struggling, but is still pushing through it. It's like running the last mile, about to pass out, but still running. Like, that motivates me. And that's the person I try to be for you guys. I don't want to sell you perfection. I don't want to sell you like everything's good all the time. It's not. And, you know, the last few days I've been going through a lot of overwhelming stuff, but I'll be honest with you, the last few days I haven't worked out. I haven't took care of what I'm supposed to take care of. And working out for me is a way of stress relief. That's why I'm on here now, because I just worked out. My energy is high. I feel good. I release some negativity. I release some tension in my life. And it's a lot of things going on that's distractions, but I have to change my mindset. I want to share this with you, man, to let you know that I go through things too. Like, I do. And I'm going through things right now, but I don't let those things defeat me. And everything that I try to teach and tell you and suggest to you guys, should I say, these are things that I do, man. You know, these are things that I do. So I want to tell you guys, I'm proud of you. Like, everybody out there that's going through something, that's conquering through something, that's trying their best to figure things out. Life is hard, man. Life is tough. But, you know, back to my point, is that's why we need people in our lives. Just reach out. You know, I'm glad people reached out to me lately. You know, some of my team, and just checked on me, say, hey, you all right? You good? You know, and that did a lot for me. And I want to tell you that, you know, be that person to people, you know, because you never know what's hiding behind a smile. You never know what's hiding behind silence. You never know what's hiding behind a filter. You never know what's hiding behind perfection. You know, a lot of us, we take that pill of perfection and we don't understand the side effects of taking that pill. And those side effects are very detrimental because we're not dealing with our internal battles. We're not dealing with our silent battles because we think we're supposed to be this perfect person so other people can not see a struggle. I actually watched a young lady share a video on Instagram. I forgot her name, but she was just like, you know, people advised her not to share her struggle because it would hurt her brand, or not to whatever because it would hurt her brand. And that's the world we're living in right now. Like, so many people are afraid to show like they go through things, that they struggle, because they're so afraid to hurt their brand, because they think that selling success is how you be successful. And that's not true. Your brand, as she said, it was powerful. Your brand is you, is your struggle, is everything about you. And, you know, the more you can be open with yourself and open to people, the more free you become, and how you can operate through life and live through life. And that's something that I've learned, and I've had to learn over these years, is that, you know, I'm not going to put up this filter. I'm not going to, you know, try to please the world by trying to be something that they want me to be. I'm not doing that. Like, I've did that at one point years ago, and I know where that led me, man. And I'm not going to do that no more. And I want to encourage you guys to do that. And when people are themselves, and I don't mean just people being negative and, you know, ignorant and stuff like that, but when people are themselves and they're showing what they're going through, and they're talking about what they're going through, it's our jobs as people not to judge those people. It's our job as people to love those people, because that's the problem. More people would share what they're going through. More people would share their struggles, but a lot of people are afraid to be judged by imperfect people. We try to be perfect for imperfect people. And as a society, as a world, we need a world where when somebody shares something, it's not killing them under the comments, it's not judging them, it's not trolling them under the comments because they're sharing their heart or they're going through a battle. You know, it's a lot of things that you see. You know, I'm not going to talk about certain people, but you see it all the time. And we're entertained by people's negativity, by people's struggle. So as a person that goes through things just like you, I want to challenge you to be a person's peace, to be a person's comfort when they're going through their struggle, and reach out to people, man. Reach out to people. I'm not into the whole like perfection thing. I'm not into the whole like selling you success thing. I'm not into the whole like giving you a story just so you can feel sorry for me, to set you up so I can sell success to you. Like, so many people do that. And that's not me. You know, I'm a person that's going to give you my current struggles. You know, I'm not going to tell you everything about my life, because some things need to be updated to God. Some things need to be kept between the people, needs to be kept around. But I'm going to let you know certain things. I'm going to let you know that I deal with questioning my worth sometimes, that I deal with anxiety sometimes, that I deal with, you know, depression at times. You know, like, I don't stay there. That's the difference. I don't stay there no more. I don't go there as often, but I'm human. You know, I'm human just like you. But I refuse to stay there, and that's the key. You know, it's okay to not be okay. You heard my spoken word. It's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay that way. God know what you need before you ask. Keep him in your faith. God is always good. That's right. That's right. And understand everybody's not going to understand you. You will be misunderstood. Everybody's not going to get you. But don't let that stop your creativity. Don't let that stop you from speaking your truth. Don't let that stop you from using your voice. And, you know, I can go back. I can talk about this all night, but we're so afraid to be judged and to please everybody that so many of us have been silent. We don't talk about the things that we want to talk about, or say the things we want to say, or create the things that we want to create. And I'm just not there no more. You know, I'm going to give what I think is helpful to the world. I'm not just going to do anything that's not going to bring people together or whatever, or not going to help lives, or, you know, whatever, create change in people's lives. But I'm going to give the ideas that I feel like God has given me. I'm not going to talk myself out of it. I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot, just throughout my career. It's like, I want to say this, but I talk myself out of it. Or I say, you know, it's not perfect enough. And that's the thing that we live by. It's not perfect enough. It's not good enough. And we allow those sayings to keep our creativity inside of us. And it's frustrating then, because we have something inside of us that's screaming to get out, that's screaming to release from us, but we're fighting to keep it in. And that struggle begins. And so let it out. As long as it's positive, as long as it's bringing people together, as long as it's helping people, leading people closer to God, let it out. And don't try to be perfect. Like, just let it out. Take the first step. Remember your why, and trust the who, and the how will always reveal itself. Let's get it. It all starts with you.